Hey guys, this light has been hanging out up here for over 40 years, and it still works. What's up with that? I remember when I first moved out on my own, I was so impressed by this light that I bought a whole bunch of Circlites for my house, but the lights I bought, they never lasted more than a year. Some would burn out after only 6 months or so. I ended up going back to incandescence, at least until the CFLs became more affordable. This one isn't even a real Circlite. It's a knockoff Star brand. The bulb was made in Japan for Lights of America. They were the ones that owned the Star brand. The bulb has some darkening near where the connector is, so maybe it's starting to finally burn out. And I know for sure that this is the original bulb, because it has this paint drip on it. This is from when Grandpa painted the ceiling in the garage. These lights were kind of the original compact fluorescent bulb. Previously, fluorescent bulbs required special fixtures, but these have the standard light bulb socket connector on the bottom, so you can use them with almost any type of lamp fixture. The Star brand unit is a clone of the Circlite 60 from GE. The original Circlite was introduced by GE with a 10-inch diameter tube in 1977. The Circlite 60, with its 8-inch tube, came out in '82 and was billed as producing the light output of a 60-watt bulb while only consuming 22 watts. So why is Grandpa's bulb still working after 40 years, while the ones that I bought later on burned out after like 6 months? I got a couple theories. So I did some research and I found out that in 1990, GE changed the design of the ballasts, bumping them up from 22 watts to 27 watts in order to increase the brightness. But the bulbs are still only rated for 22 watts. So the newer fixtures basically overdrive the bulb by 5 watts. Was this some kind of planned obsolescence conspiracy where they purposefully overdrove the bulbs to make them burn out faster? That could explain why my 90s era Circlites just didn't last as long. Or it could be because my Star brand is a knockoff. It's drawing less than the rated 22 watts and underdriving the bulb, causing it to have a longer lifespan. Well, that throws both of my theories out the window. This fixture is rated at 22 watts, but it's drawing 27. I even let it run hooked up to the meter for a half hour or so. It ended up peaking at almost 29 watts. You would think that running at a higher wattage would decrease its lifespan, not increase it. I know the ballast itself is using up some of that power, so if the ballast were drawing, say, 10 of those watts, that would leave 17 left to be used by the bulb, which would be slightly underdriving it, potentially increasing its lifespan. I don't know, I was expecting the meter to show a draw of like 12 watts or something. Maybe the bulbs made in Japan back then were just higher quality. It could be something where they value engineered them over the years, using cheaper materials that just don't last as long. It does feel like the glass on the bulb is thicker than normal. I just don't have an explanation for why this bulb is still working. It is in the garage, so it's only used for short durations of time, but it's also exposed to extreme temperature changes, high humidity, and it's still working fine. Let me know in the comments if you have any other theories as to why this bulb has lasted for so long. Thanks everyone for watching. Check out the other videos on my channel if you haven't already. See you later. Bye.